What's up, guys? Back in today with another reaction to Witch Watch, this time with episode 21. Really good episode last week. I think it was pretty much just that one story, right, with Nemu. Seeing her and Wolfman, I forget his name off the top of my head. Yeah, pretty much whole episode focused on her kind of issues. Some really nice little action sequences in there, but I really loved the kind of contents of last episode. I thought it was awesome. It does, from what I remember from the preview, it looks like we're kind of going back to normal with a 3 kind of story episode. So it'll be good to get back to that after a little while. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this one in the comments. I do personally, again, prefer the style of last episode where it does spend a bit more time on one story. Just in a 20-minute episode feels a bit better. Yeah, subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date, and leave a like if you do like the video. Yeah, the last few episodes I've really enjoyed. Again, they've been a bit more focused on Morihito and I always forget. I'm forgetting her name now as well. Nico, that's the one. Focusing on their relationship. The episode before last, I thought that was really great. Kind of delving a bit more into their characters and backstory. Had a bit of that last week, and again, they're probably some of my favorite episodes of this whole show. So again, as much as I like the comedy kind of 3 episodes, they are hit or miss. Like there's one really good one and 2 like decent ones, or the other way around. I feel like with the singular focused episodes, they've always been a hit. They've always done really well, in my book. Yeah, we're actually close to the end now. I'm not sure how much of this manga is like done or completed, or if it's like still ongoing or what. But I'll have to check it out. I need some more segments of these two. I need some more segments with the teacher and the artist. I haven't had one of them in a while. Always reminds me of that classic scene from Inglourious Bastards. The Germans in the pub. They notice. Not too much sun exposure. Is it? Could have fooled me. So that was like an undercover mission, eh? That was slightly immoral. I guess the end goal was good, so. The means are worth the ends, or something along those lines. Definitely not the same. He does look like, he looks like a character out of that Uren Host High School Club or whatever it's called. I haven't watched that yet. Oh, it's good though. But yeah, he looks like one of those kind of femboy main character types, doesn't he? The rose in his hand like that. I'm not sure what it is. The rose really, like, it cements that. If he wasn't holding the rose, he'd kind of look slightly more normal. But the rose really accentuates that. Dangerous thing to do that, because have you guys seen that video of that guy doing that in America, and he brings his hand back out and he slashes his whole arm and it starts bleeding so much. You can easily just like die from doing something stupid like that. Have you not already made those friends? So is this a different school then? I'm assuming so. Why is that then? Why would you not transfer schools to where we are, especially with him living with us? Maybe that's easier said than done. Kind of switching schools. Maybe they're in like the midst of exams or something. Like the guy that punched the window. Guess it wasn't the mask we were expecting. I might just punch you as well. I've got a lust for it. This guy's obsessed with punching things. Is that Morihito? No, it's not. He's got blue hair. I was the president as well. That sounds kind of creepy. I guess in nature it slightly is, but yeah. Well, I think everybody has something kind of like that. Oh yeah. So he's Mr. Hyde, is he? Or Dr. Jekyll, I guess, in this right now. Okay. I mean, we did. I think we did hear that in the preview, didn't we? There'd be a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I've been saying for a while, in all my videos. I don't know if I like manifested this or subconsciously it just kind of came up, but I've been talking for a while about how there's really no like. The first thing I remember when I think of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde is that game from the Angry Video Game Nerd, and his videos on that game, and it looks like an absolute mess. The Japanese version of that game looks even worse. Um, and yeah, that's what first comes to mind. But there is like an old, early 1900s, I think. First half of the 1900s kind of movies on Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, I believe. They were that old. I can't quite exactly remember, but there's some very old Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde movies. That's what I'm trying to say. And I always thought that was quite an interesting premise. I mean, it's quite simple, just like having the duality of a person. But I've been mentioning recently how there's very little kind of, you see a lot of Frankenstein and Dracula movies, and less so werewolf movies, but even like werewolf movies and stuff, like old classics like that. A few years back, The Invisible Man got brought back, which I thought was incredible. I love that new interpretation of The Invisible Man. But that's one that you don't see. There's never been like a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde like remake or resurgence or anything, and I wonder why that is. I always thought it was an interesting idea. This is the essence of it. Again, I'm not 100% kind of knowledgeable about sort of Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, but essentially it's just like, yes, the doctor, and then turns into a bit of a beast, a man beast. I mean, it's like another personality. But as I said, there's not much on it, so I'd like to know more about it. I'd like to see more media on it and delve more into that whole thing, because yeah, it's interesting. I wonder why. Why has that not been kind of redone? Indeed, there is. They listed them all. Is there any more? What's that one? Is it Dr. Caligari or something like that? That was also one I was quite interested in, which is another quite old movie that, again, has not really seen anything from. in the last like 70 years or something, I think. The Secret Cabinet of Dr. Caligari or something like that. I remember quite enjoying that. It's something like that. I'm probably misnaming it, but it's a similar title to that. It's is it a symbiotic relationship? It's something like that. Nice bit of give and take. It is honestly a little bit like the guy with the blue hair at the back. Again, I forget his name, but the wolf guy. It's a little bit similar to that. Honestly, it's actually very similar to that. But again, I think Mr. Hyde is still a human, but he's just like as we saw the photo, he's a bit of a crazy human, I think. Very good idea. You can get a long way from just being a cute girl on the internet. You really can. Oh god, what is this? TS Revolution. Oh, they changed him into. Honestly, his channel's about to go crazy right now. Bad idea, this, by the way. Done a pretty good job there. But usually, especially if you do it all in one, it's not like that. So yeah, have you seen those videos? Those women like doing it, and then it just like it splits apart. It's absolutely awful. Well, even so, I think it'd still get more viewers. Yeah, guaranteed. Guaranteed. This sounds really bad because in almost any other thing, it's the complete opposite, especially back in the day. But being someone on YouTube, it does feel like um, minorities in general do attract more kind of viewership, which again, I think in any other kind of, which I think is really cool. But yeah, in any other kind of, again, especially back 20, 30, 40 years ago, that was very obviously not the case with a lot of kind of work kind of things in pretty much any kind of job or anything. But it does feel like if you're an ethnic minority or a woman or anything, it's just like it's very much a white dude. You can obviously there's so many successful white dudes on YouTube, but just like another white dude on YouTube is how it feels like sometimes for me. And yeah, so you see, especially with my line of stuff where I look up like how good the like search results and stuff are for certain titles and things. A lot of the ones that do pop up on the lower end is the like it's all the white guys at the end. The white guys are like the last people to pop up, which I think makes sense because people want to hear more of the people that are kind of maybe rarer in society or especially were less likely to be kind of heard. I think so. I think it is cool, but yeah, as a white dude myself, again, it's not awfully kind of promising to see that. But again, I've got no qualms with it whatsoever. But it's just hugely ironic considering, again, maybe like 30, 40 years ago before I was born, if YouTube was to be a thing, it would probably be all the white dudes at the top and the kind of minorities and women and such below that. I'm not sure if there was like an algorithm for that. I do remember one time being quite upset, honestly, about an email I got from YouTube. That was like this promotional thing, but you were only allowed to enter if you were an ethnic minority or a woman. So it pretty much exclusively excluded white men from joining this kind of community. And it was pretty questionable to me. Yeah. Again, not too much of a big deal at all, is it? Considering the history of things. This is fun talk. Drama is one of the most popular things, isn't it? People love watching chaos unfold, so this is this is very good for business. What's popping? So honestly, I think these girls in the real world probably would go viral and probably would be very successful actually. Disturbing. Got to get the feet in there. The money shot. Oh wow. Bloody hell. Cool. Oh yeah. They've done really well. 300,000 subscribers, I'm going to equate that to. Jesus. These guys can make a living off this. Hmm. Let's see the other rooms. Oh, there's the dance for the opening. Yeah, for sure. Why did they make them all like cute though? Not one of these guys would be an ugly girl. I struggle to believe that. I gotta say, Kanji, I think it is. He's giving me kind of Chie vibes a little bit. Oh god, look who it is. Yeah, it kind of looks a bit like Chie from Persona 4, a little bit. Kind of similar vibes. So, kind of like Chie mixed with Sora from Digimon. Oh yeah, that is a very good way. Okay, just have banned. Good job. And yeah, it's the apology. Not much you can do about that. It's always really harsh. You see that on like Twitter, like live streams, such. I don't really watch live streams, but what are you meant to do if someone just like flashes your stream? How can you stop that? What do you do about that? Because you're getting banned. But it's not like you can stop it. The thing that's good about like uploading videos to YouTube, you can obviously edit things like that out if anything like that does pop up. I don't think anything. I think actually maybe there was a bit of nudity on something I watched, but I remember what it was. Berserk, that was it. When I used to read Berserk, I used to do a little bit of editing here and there, just some nudity. It's the student council. Oh, this one checks out. The rest of them, I mean, they all kind of check out description-wise, to be fair, but who the hell's Kara? There is one too many girls here, isn't there? So that is the question, hasn't it? Is this guy going to be like a part of the crew after coming out as Dr. Hyde? Dr. Jekyll, sorry. Oh god. I gotta say, that guy with the orange hair sure is creepy, isn't he? Vato soda. That meant to sound like fatso. Fato, which means and. So, faso. Mysterious meeting. Oh, those two little girls do kind of resemble yokai for sure. They kind of look ghostly. Honestly, that guy with the orange hair looks too creepy and ghostly to actually look ghostly, if that makes sense. He's trying to look too ghostly, so he doesn't. Okay. Sounds like it. It was a good fill-in. The movements certainly do not match up with the music. Yeah, honestly, it's incredible how much those two girls look like Ash Blossom and Joya Springs and um uh Ghost Mourner, I think it is from Yu-Gi-Oh. Well, is that not kind of cheating on his own student council? I feel like he shouldn't be able to join. He's already part of one, and he's literally the leader of the student council elsewhere. But yeah, Mr. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Hey, as I said in the intro, it was an alright episode. Honestly, I don't think any of these episodes really hit, but they weren't bad either. Introduce a new character, so that's always kind of interesting. But yeah, not nearly as good as the last couple episodes, I don't think. I really need to blow my nose, but I left my toilet roll elsewhere, I think. Oh, Jesus. Sorry, guys. My nose is about to run real bad. I'd like to skip the ending, but I like this song too much. So by next week. Oh, honey, I shrunk the kids type deal here. Awesome. The incredible shrinking adventure, the Hamazaki Fall Bread Festival, and Lucky Birthday. Honestly, it looked like all of the preview was from the Incredible Shrinking Adventure, so maybe that takes up like most of the episode because I don't think we saw anything else from any of the other stories here. Maybe at the end here, but okay, yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like I said, not the greatest episode today, in all honesty. Yeah, not a great one. Interesting introduction of Dr. Jekyll right here. Didn't see too much of Mr. Hyde, did we? But Mr. Hyde just a mask then. Like I said, from what I kind of know from Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, it is like another human, but like maybe like a hunchback kind of bigger human being. Almost a bit like Bane, I guess, in a way. This guy with the mask does resemble Bane a little bit as well, to be honest. But yeah, he was decent. Again, nothing too major. I kind of like this segment with the YouTube stuff. Always, again, quite relatable to me. And yeah, kind of again brings back some bad memories and stuff. To be honest, like I said, that email, I remember just thinking, what the hell? I mean, apparently you can't be like racist to like white people and such, but that very much felt like almost that thing of yes, it's not like, I mean, the definition of racism is racist to leave out a certain race, like just by definition, yes. But obviously, people don't see it that way just because of the past histories and stuff. I wasn't part of those past histories, so I mean, yeah, that kind of brings up some bad memories there. To be honest with you, I didn't ever reply to it or anything. I just remember seeing it and just be like, wow, that's this. It's like almost like that teenager feeling of like everything's against me. I've got to rise up against the establishment. And again, it's just kind of ironic considering that was the case for the people that they are kind of more pushing now. They've made the people that were in the higher position then kind of switch positions, and I don't think that's how you should do things. I think you should put everyone on an equal playing field, but it is what it is. And yeah, just like a decent episode today. Nothing major. I don't think anything here was like incredibly like funny or touching or anything. And I think that is, as I said in the intro, just like a casualty of the kind of 3 episode structure system in these. The only thing I can kind of relate it to is Psyche K a little bit, but I do think Psyche K was a little bit more witty, a little bit more clean in its kind of execution of a lot of the jokes and did hit quite a bit more often than this show. I just, yeah, nothing really hit me as kind of I don't think I even laughed today, to be honest with you. Didn't feel like it anyway. Yeah, not the greatest episode, but looking forward to seeing more of this Dr. Jekyll character again. Something I've been really looking forward to seeing a bit more in media in general. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this one in the comments. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys did enjoy it, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. And I'll see you next week with episode 22.